If I can have you say your name, age, major, and year in school.
Name, age.
Major and year in school.
Okay. My name is Baleigh O'Brien. I'm 32, and my major is journalism, and I'm a senior.
What was Baleigh like as a kid?
I'm already gonna get emotional. That's crazy. Very social, bubbly. I think I was annoying. I asked a lot of questions. I think I annoyed my parents always asking. I was super curious. Yeah. I think that describes myself the best. My parents had like a very toxic marriage. And they would get into like domestic arguments, and my brother and I would get taken away often and be put into like a foster county home or county foster home. And that was really hard. I feel like all of their arguments in business was like very open, and so my brother and I as like young children absorbed a lot of that and had to kind of grow up quickly and like learn to parent ourselves quickly. My parents ultimately ended up divorcing when I was 7 or 8, and it was a really bad divorce with my brother and I continuously getting taken away and being put into foster care, and just like abuse in the home and things like that. My mom moved us down to Southern California because we were living up in Northern California at the time. And then my mom divorced my dad and we moved down to Southern California. And I would like to think that my mom did the best that she did, or the best that she could, but there was also a lot of like abuse with her and just things that like I think children shouldn't be exposed to at the age that we were, exposed to things. So that has kind of shaped like who I am today, and having to grow up quickly and navigate life since I feel like I wasn't necessarily parented the best. I was emancipated when I was at 16 from my mom because it was a very bad situation living with her. Ever since then it's just kind of been me figuring out life at my own pace. So who did I look up to growing up and why? I think I looked up to a lot of different people at different times. I remember I looked up to one of my mom's best friends when I was really young because she was an artist and like very free-spirited and just really cool, and like always listened to cool music and was just chill. And I don't know, didn't seem like too affected by everything, and I really looked up to that. She just seemed like a strong, like independent woman, and I thought that was really cool. She really inspired me to just like be myself, and inspired me artistically. Like I had always been into like drawing and stuff, and I saw that she was an artist, and it inspired me to create a lot more. And I think, of course, like my role models and things have changed over the years, but I think I've always kind of held on to that and tried to just be unapologetically myself and continue to like find ways to create. Who makes who I am today? Like I mentioned, I think just the continuous roller coaster that is life has kind of shaped who I am. I did grow up in Southern California, which I think people often have misconceptions of me. They see that I'm blonde and I'm white, and I grew up in Orange County, so they automatically assume that I came from money, and that I had like this ideal childhood. And I think that I've kind of always wanted to challenge those misconceptions and felt like I had something to prove to people. So Yeah, I have just wanted to be like independent and remain curious and explore. And so as soon as I had graduated high school, I moved to Arizona. I went to school at Northern Arizona University in Flagstaff. And a year in, decided that I had no idea what I was doing. And I was studying marketing and I hated it. And I realized, if I'm paying for this on my own and I'm not happy, then I don't have to do this. So I dropped out and I worked odd jobs here and there and had moved back to Southern California and was really inspired to travel. And I knew some older friends that had been au pairs in Australia. And I thought that sounded like the coolest idea. I was like, okay, how can I leave the country and still make money? So I signed up to be an au pair and I bought a one-way ticket and I moved to Italy. And I think that was probably one of the best decisions I ever made for myself. Just putting myself out there in an uncomfortable situation in the unknown, but just embracing everything that I could and being curious about everything that I could. And that really inspired my photography. I didn't have a camera then. I just used disposable cameras the entire time that I lived there, but it was really cool just documenting the year and a half that I lived there with photography. And I journaled a lot and I drew a lot, and just, I've continued to draw inspiration from that and traveling and meeting people and staying curious.
Are you happy with the current version of yourself? Why or why not?
I am happy with the current version of myself. I'm proud of myself. I think that it's been hard to feel that way because I didn't have parents growing up telling me that they were proud of me. And so I've always been really critical of myself. And I've just been really harsh on myself. And I think in these last few years, I've learned to be gentler and to look at these small accomplishments as great successes, because I'm doing it for myself and no one's been there really behind me telling me to keep going, or that they're proud of me and that they're there to help. It's just been me and so I'm proud of myself for doing the things that I have been able to accomplish and becoming the person that I am today. So the areas that I've grown in the most, I think I've definitely grown into myself the most. I don't know, I would say self-discovery, just learning, to slow down and to understand my emotions and to understand challenges in life. And sorry, I'm losing my train of thought, but I think just I've learned to be gentler with myself is the best way to put it. To take deep breaths, take things slowly, and to understand that life is going to always, throw some hurdles at you, but I don't know, I think there's always a way to get over them, and that we're all here for our first time. We're all a work in progress. And I think, through journalism, I've been able to connect with people a lot more and feel better about myself and where I'm at in my life through being relating with people and their stories and their challenges, and understanding that I'm not actually, in this alone. We all have things that we're going through. Well, I guess my freshman year, since I finally went back to school during the pandemic, to now, I feel a lot more confident in being a journalist, and talking to people and approaching people and being vulnerable with people. And I think I've always been an open person, but I used to be more cautious and untrustworthy of people, I guess you could say, and being open with them. But I think now I've just found that there's a lot of value in, just being vulnerable in general and approaching people with grace and, learning what makes, like a city like Los Angeles or something tick, just other people's personal experiences and things like that. It's all made me just inspired to continue to learn more, and I feel a lot more confident in this role that I've been pursuing since freshman year. So it's been really fun, and I've loved a lot of the classes that I've taken and my professors, and I've just met so many cool people throughout the entire process. What scares me most about life after graduation? Honestly, nothing. I'm really excited to graduate, and I feel like I've been fighting for my life this senior year with the challenges and things with the university and stuff, but I'm excited to graduate and just pursue the things that I know that I love. I currently work at a restaurant while going to school full time, which has been fun. I've worked in restaurants for like the last 15 years, and I think having us, like job security within that, and then I got an internship for the summer, and having something, to put on my resume for journalism, I think I'm just continuously setting myself up for success, which reminds me that I should be proud of myself, that I'm doing the right thing and I'm moving in the right direction, and I'm putting things into place that, are going to set me up for the rest of my future after graduation. So, in the next year, next spring, I'll have been graduated for 6 months. I don't know whether I want to be working for a specific outlet in Los Angeles with journalism. I think also being an avid reader, I've been exploring options recently about, what it would be like to work for like a publishing house or something. I've also thought about public relations, and I think just anything that keeps me in motion with people and in the city. But not even in the city specifically, but I think I've built a really good community in Los Angeles. I'm excited to stay here and remain here, but I'm also curious about always moving somewhere else and exploring options career-wise. So I'm open to journalism, of course, but I'm also trying to stay open to life and see where everything takes me.
If the younger version of you could see who you are today, what do you think she would say?
I think she would say she's proud and that I'm pretty cool. I think my younger version would be really proud of myself and where I'm at.
What kind of woman do you hope to become moving forward?
I would like to think, I say often, I always want to become the best version of myself, the best version that I could be. And I always hope to continue to move through the world in a way, with grace and openness. And I don't ever want to be closed off because of challenging experiences. Like, I want to, remain open and challenge ideas where they need to be challenged, and remain independent, and I don't know. Years from now, how many years are we talking?
Like 10.
I don't know. I've always wanted to make an impact, and I think that's possible with journalism. I think it can sound like a cliche to say, you want to give people the platform, for the voices that are unheard, but there is obviously truth to that as well. I would like to focus on my community and impact stories, and yeah, just what makes like a city of Los Angeles breathe, basically. The inner workings that I think are neglected, the behind the scenes that people don't see.